Hey everybody, Max Kevin here. It's Little Cutie Podcast. It's not too long. All right. Well, we had the grand finals of the Tokyo International Comedy King of Kanto competition last night. It was a fun night, man. It was sold out. I forgot today in Japan's a holiday there, so I guess it didn't really matter that it was on a Sunday night, but it was sold out. Yeah, right when I got up to the comedy club there was these two chicks trying to get in. They're like, oh, come here, there's two of us. Come here, buy a ticket. They're like, oh, sorry, it's sold out. And I'm like, oh my God, it's sold out? Oh, I didn't realize. I should have bought the tickets earlier. Oh, well. So anyway, it was a packed house there, And, I'm going up there. Everybody goes up, I was doing pretty good. It was a good crowd, easy crowd, So I go up and do my set, and I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I would say it was nearly almost perfect set, nearly perfect. I was calm in the zone, like before my set, I was doing this, little meditative breathing, clear my mind, get my thoughts in order, and man, I had a great performance there. I'm very happy with my performance. Pretty much all of my jokes hit. Every single joke hit. I would say it was perfect. It was, okay, listening back to the set. There's really only like one or two little tags where I could have waited like a half a second, where the timing was just like a half a second would have gotten more laughter, but little tiny tweaks there, but it was basically perfect. It was pretty much perfect. It was, the audience was digging it. It was one of the best sets, in front of a full house there. So I was feeling pretty good there, And then so all the comics go up, and it's one Japanese comic. I think, okay, before the competition starts, there's eight comics on this show there, but really, maybe only 5 of them are in competition there, Not that the other 3 are bad, they're just relatively new, they're up and coming, so their sets aren't as honed as the rest of us, I guess. So anyway, I felt pretty good. There's really only one Japanese comic who I felt got maybe not more laughs, but more intense laughs. So okay, they say comedy is subjective, right? Comedy is subjective, of course, but what's not subjective is the number and intensity of laughter. That's you can just count you can count the number of times people laugh, and then you can listen to how loud they laugh there. And that's that's not subjective at all. You can easily count those. I guess you could use a decibel meter to see how loud people are laughing. But so I feel like he got louder laughs than I did, but I think I had more. So I had, if you count all the tags, I had 28 laughter, 28 times of laughter. And maybe a few of those weren't super heavy, so you should cut maybe like 25. And I guess if you cut the tags, I had like 20 punchlines. 20 punchlines in 5 minutes. That's every 15 seconds or so, But really, if you count the tags, it was like 25, which is like every 12 seconds, which is basically, that's optimal. You can't really, most professionals do that, right? Every 15 seconds, right? And the best of the best do it every 12 seconds. So the best of the best have 5 punchlines per minute. And if you count my tags, I had 25. I had, I was right up there, So anyway, as far as frequency, not as far as intensity, but as far as frequency, anyway. So then the one Japanese comic, he did really well. And then another couple other Japanese comics, they did pretty good too. I would say they were even on par with me. But the thing is, one of the Japanese comics, he used material that was like this set was supposed to be 50% new material, and like the majority of his set was the same material he did in the previous rounds, and then the other comedian, like he had one joke that didn't work, only one joke, but he recovered great, but there was one joke that didn't work. So I figured I figured I probably had at least the second best set, at least the second best. And of course, comedy's subjective, so maybe, hey, maybe I'm in the, maybe I'm in the running there, maybe they'll take the more laughter. Who knows how they're weighting more laughter over the intensity of laughter, So I was feeling pretty good, pretty hopeful there, and going into the decision there, So then they have all the audience members vote, vote who's your favorite, who do you like, scan this QR code and pick your top three favorites. Number 1, number 2, number 3. So they all do that there, and then they tally the scores. Like, and the way they did it is the audience, they had 3 judges, and then the audience was gonna act as 40% as 2 judges, right? So total 5 judges, where the audience is 2 of the judges there, Anyway, they go to announce the results there, And the guy I thought did best, he got third. He got third. And I thought objectively, he had the most intensity. The laughter intensity was the most for his set there, So I thought he was going to get first. In my mind, I thought he was going to get first, and I was either going to get second or third based on the other comedians there. And so they announced him third, and I'm thinking, oh shit, maybe I got first or second there. I got holy guacamole, dude. They really love me. Okay, and then so I'm thinking, okay, so the next one is going to be me or this other guy, And then they announced the second place winner, and that was the other guy. That was the other Japanese guy. So now I'm thinking, holy shit! I can't believe, no way, right? Me? There's no way. Actually, I guess. One thing. The guy that I thought did the best, the guy that should have gotten first place, he actually went over his time a little bit, so they penalized him for that. I think that's why he got third place. So I'm thinking, did they really penalize him that much just for going over? I mean, the reason why he went over is because everyone was laughing so much. I don't know. Is that should we really penalize that? It's like you time out your set, but then if there's more laughter than you expected, is that really your fault? Should you be penalized for that? I don't know if you should be penalized for making people laugh too hard. Anyway, so he got third. The other guy I thought had equal set. He got second. So I'm like, oh, it's me. Wow, I actually did it. No way. They really love me. And then they announced the first place winner, the king of Kanto. The king of the Kanto comedy Tishan is, and then not my name, not me. It's this other girl who is she is a good comic. She's a great comic, but I would say objectively she did not have the most laughs of the night. I would say objectively, just measuring the number of laughs and intensity of laughter on this night, I would say maybe she was fourth or fifth, definitely. Just an objective measure. Okay, comedy is subjective, but the number and intensity of laughter, I would say fourth or fifth of the night. And it just it's like UFC. Anybody can beat anybody. Like I said before, the 5 out of the 5 comics, it could have been anybody's night. It could have been anybody's night, But I remember listening to her performance, and the time I was thinking, it's like, well, she didn't do as good as she usually does. It wasn't even her best performance, really. Laughed. She did good, but not nearly as good as the other 2 Japanese guys, or and of course it's hard for me to look objectively at my site, because also I'm a narcissist, and I think I should have definitely. Well, but anyway, so it was. I don't know if you listened to the podcast before, but I basically predicted that this would happen because, the thing is, she has 100,000 Instagram followers, and probably half the people there came to see her. So basically, what wasn't exactly a comedy competition. It was more of a who could sell more tickets competition, And I had no. I don't have what we call draw. You got no draw. No one's paying money to come see you. See, she sold half the people that are here, they came to see her. So they all voted for her. That's another thing, too, is like, I wonder when the audience votes, it's like, even if one person said, like, they actually laughed more, like, in their mind, they might have liked someone else, even though, like, statistically, they laughed more. It's, I don't think anyone's keeping track of the number of times they laughed. They probably just have, like, an overall feeling, Who made them feel the best? Who gave me that warm, fuzzy feeling inside? And, of course, I don't know exactly, like, I don't know how many tickets sold were actually responsible to this comedian, but I don't know, like, how much the bar promoted this. Like, how many of the tickets were sold because of the bar? And how many of the tickets were sold because of, her 100,000 followers? But the thing is, even the audience is were only two votes, 2 of the 5 votes. So the other three judges, they had to also think she was the best, and in which case that, comedy is subjective, but that was objectively wrong. That was objectively, just based on the number of laughs and the intensity of laughter, which the judges, I think, they're not like newbie audience members, they know what's good there. And I don't know, man. Kind of disappointed in the judges, to be honest. Kind of disappointed in their lack of integrity, to be honest. Yeah. Kind of, what happened to integrity? We need more. This is the problem with democracy, is that, like, people don't have integrity. I guess it makes sense. I understand. It was kind of a business decision, Because, like, the thing is also, these 3 comedians, they also do comedy in Japanese, and the bar needs them. The bar needs them on the Japanese shows. So, of course, they're not going to risk offending these 3 comedians, because basically, one of them's selling half their tickets, so they're definitely not going to risk offending her. And then the other one, he's kind of older guy, so he's kind of our senpai, so we can't really. He's also very good. And then, the other guy, he's got like 20,000 Instagram followers. So, I got like 900. So, of course, there's no one cares about offending me, basically, no one, because I'm not a draw. I don't sell any tickets. Oh, you had the most punchlines? You had the most punchlines, huh? Oh, how many tickets did you sell? 0? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Yeah, sorry, you can't win this competition. No, this competition's for people that can put butts in seats. Because this is a business here. We're trying to make money. Yeah, as a great Will Sasso says, it's show business, right? Don't forget, it's show business, right? It's not about being funny. It's about putting butts in seats. It's about selling beers. It's about selling beers and merch. Who can get the most people to come get drunk and buy merch? So anyway, I just kind of, like, I remember getting this feeling a lot, like in San Diego, it's like a lot of people are, like, they don't want to even be friends with you unless they think, like, you can do something for them, It's like, what? Like, I remember this one guy in San Diego, he was, like, posting on the open mic forums there. He was like, anybody doing a podcast? I'll be a guest on your podcast. And I see him at the next open mic. I'm like, hey, man, I do a podcast. You wanna come on? He's like, oh yeah. How many listeners do you get? I'm like, oh, I don't know, like 20, 30. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And then he never, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, later, yeah. I only want to go on this successful podcast, not yours. It's like, okay, dude, so you don't want to come hang out and just, have a good time, just have fun, you don't want to, oh, there's nothing I can do to help you further your career, so you don't, okay, I understand, yeah. So I just kind of feel that way right now. It's like, oh, there's nothing, I'm not selling any tickets, okay, I understand. No integrity though, huh? No, no, I mean, objectively, the you didn't vote. You didn't vote for the better. Okay, I understand. Yeah, no, no, I understand. No, I understand. Yeah, your new boyfriend's he's got more money than me. He's better looking than me. I understand. I understand. He doesn't treat you right. He slaps you. He tells you you're a fat whore. But yeah, he's better looking than me, and he makes more money. I understand. I understand why you want him to raise your children. He can pay for their private school. I can't do any of that. I can't do anything. Why don't you love me? Anyway, thanks for listening. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow.